morning, board members, Mr. Santos, and district staff. The time is 6 p.m. on this, the 15th day of May, 2019, and I call this meeting of the United Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Mr. Ramirez, could you please call roll?
Yes, ma'am. The board member present, Mr. Javier Montemayor, Ricardo Molina, present. This is
Alisa
Alisa
Oliveros.
Oliveros, Juan Roberto Ramirez. We'll have a quorum, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Could everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, and a moment of silence? Thank you.
Record, Mr. Gil Gilpin.
Okay. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Agenda item 3, board announcements. Does anyone have any board announcements? Other than congratulations to all the 2019 graduates and for all of those students who will be returning next fall, have a safe summer, and we hope to see you back in the fall. But for now, let's finish up this year.
Also the parents, congratulations
the
to all the
parents.
parents for all the hard work, dedication to your kids, and all the love you give to your kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Molina. Agenda item 4, recognitions.
Yes, Ms. Oliveros, members of the board, it's a time of the meeting that we are here to celebrate a lot of the accomplishments that our students and our staff have done. And I think as you look at the audience, I want to thank the parents for their commitment and the students, obviously, to represent our schools and our district. And if the board can join me at the front, we'd like to recognize these students.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, Mr. Santos, and audience members. It is my pleasure to start introducing our wonderful students for recognition. We start off with the Centeno Gems dance team. They are the MCDA Dance and Cheer Competition High Point champions in the youth and elementary division. The Centeno Gems competed in the Red Line Cheer and Dance Championships on April 13th and 14th in San Marcos, Texas, Texas State University. They received a first place in kick, second place in hip hop, and third place in pong. In addition, they also competed in the MCDA Dance and Cheer competition on March 16th in San Antonio, Texas, Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. They earned a first place in kick, first place in pong, first place in hip hop, and High Point champions in the youth and elementary division, and best fans and best dance. Their sponsors is Cristina Gaitan and Anisa Beltran. Their coach is Cassandra Leiva, and their principal is Amabilia Gonzalez. Congratulations to the Centeno Gems. Next to be recognized are the Salinas Elementary cheerleaders. They are the Southern Nationals national champions. The Salinas Elementary cheerleaders competed in the Southern Nationals Championship on April 13-14 in McAllen, Texas. They received the Southern Nationals national champions title in the small elementary novice division. In addition, the Salinas cheer team also earned national champions at Southern Showdown Cheer Competition in San Antonio in January of this year. Their sponsor is Selena Garcia, and their principal is Abraham Rodriguez III. Accompanying the team is also Assistant Principal Jessica Thompson. Congratulations to the Salinas Elementary cheerleaders. Next, we have the San Isidro Elementary School Raptorettes. They are the MCDA Cheer and Dance National Competition High Point Grand Champions. The San Isidro Elementary Raptorettes competed on April 27th at the MCDA Cheer and Dance National Competition in San Antonio, Texas. They received a first place in pom, first place in kick, second place in hip hop, best turns, and High Point Grand Champions. Their sponsors are Nora Cifuentes, Karina Tijerina Jasso, and Dianira Gonzalez. Their coach is Dania Gonzalez, and their principal is Dr. Mirta Villarreal. Congratulations to the San Isidro Raptorettes.
Next, we're very proud to introduce in music some of our UIL sweepstakes winners. Let's congratulate United Middle School Orchestra Music Region 14 2019 UIL sweepstakes winners. The United Middle School Orchestra is under the direction of Jacqueline Peña and is accompanied by the principal, Ms. Rebecca Morales. The orchestra received a first division in UIL concert and also received a first division in UIL sight reading. With these two first divisions, it qualified them for the UIL Sweepstakes Award. Once again, congratulations, United Middle School Orchestra.
Next to be recognized are the Trotman Middle School Lassos. They're the American Dance and Drill Sweepstakes Award, MA Regional Overall Winner, Circle Champions, and the MA National Team Kick Champions. The American Dance and Drill Team Regional Competition was held in South Padre Island on February the 9th. Awards that were earned that day were Best of the Best, second place out of 32 teams, including high schools, Sweepstakes and Gussie Nell Davis Award in each team dance, pom, jazz, kick, and military, platinum in all four areas, choreography and precision, technique, presentation, best overall, best in class middle school, first place large middle school division. In MA Regional Dance Competition, which was held March 2nd in Boerne, Texas, they received the overall winner, Circle Champions, Super Sweepstakes, High Point Kick, Pom Military Jazz, best in class and large junior high school. And at MA National Dance Competition held March 22nd to the 23rd at Fort Worth, Texas, they received the Team Kick National Champions. Their coach is Olivia Cardenas and their principal is Leticia Menchaca. Congratulations to the TMS Lassos.
Good evening to our distinguished board members, Mr. Santos, and members of the audience. This evening, it gives me great pleasure to recognize some of UISD's finest English learner students. These bilingual scholars were nominated by their campuses and selected as Bilingual Scholars of the Month amongst 15,000 students in their district. We wish to congratulate them for their outstanding achievements. We have Denle Galvan, Andrea Alcaraz, Jonathan Vieira Peña, Alisa Mireles, and Valeria Ramos from the elementary, accompanied by their principals. Congratulations. From our middle school, we have also bilingual scholars. We want to congratulate Maria A. Cadena, Dana P. Gonzalez, Regina Garcia Siller, Gabriela Pesina Valle, and Jorge Cázares as well. Oh, we'll take a picture with the elementary, I guess. And again, this is Denley Galvan from Salinas Elementary, Andrea Alcaraz from Gutierrez Elementary, Jonathan Vieira Peña from Matias de Llano, Alisa Mireles from Ruiz Elementary, and Valeria Ramos from Kennedy Zapata. We're very proud of these bilingual scholars. Congratulations. Also accompanied by their administration, we now welcome our bilingual scholars from the middle school. We have, for January, Maria A. Cadena from Washington Middle School. From Los Obispos Middle School, February, we have Dana P. Gonzalez. From United Middle School, for March, we have Regina Garcia Siller. For the month of April, from Los Obispos Middle School, we have Graciela Pesina Valle. And for the month of May, from Clark Middle School, we have Jorge Cázares. We want to thank again our administrators from middle school and as well as our bilingual coordinators. Big congratulations to our middle school bilingual scholars of the month. Great job. At this time, we would like to welcome our high school bilingual scholar of the month. And we welcome to the stage, of course, with their accompanying administrators and bilingual coordinators for January from JB Alexander 9th grade campus, Esteban Saldaña. From February, from Lyndon B. Johnson, we have Aurelio Nava. For the month of March, from United South High School 9th grade campus, we have Karen B. Hernandez. From April, we have for United High School, we have Luis Cortez Jimenez. And from Lyndon B. Johnson High School, for the month of May, Daniela Hernandez. We're extremely proud of them for all the work that they've done. Congratulations, bilingual scholars of the month.
Good evening, parents, teachers, students, and community members. We would like to recognize the UIL academic team from LBJ High School, starting with a one-act play, cast and crew under the direction of Cassandra Canales, one of the ranked plays during the recent district contest that advanced to by district and in an area qualifier for the second time in the history of the school. We also have Joanna Luna, under the direction of Melissa Janak, placing third at the state meet in the Latino History Essay Competition. We also have Michaela Cavazos placing sixth at the state meet in headline writing. We also have the fourth place overall sweepstakes team under the direction of Lee Janak, UIL coordinator, and the UIL academic coaches. 5 students advancing from district to the regional contest. Congratulations to the students, sponsors, principal, and administrators from LBJ High School. Mr. Salazar, principal.
Good evening, Mr. Santos, members of the board, and members of the audience. It gives me great pleasure to recognize the following career and technical education organization winners for the 2019 competition season. Student placed in various events and garnered local, district, state, and national awards. These students demonstrated and excelled in both their academic and technical skills, as well as their leadership, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. It is with great pleasure that I recognize the following groups for their outstanding accomplishments at Lyndon B. Johnson High School. We have the Skills USA Information Technology winners. These students competed in the computer maintenance category at the Skills USA State Competition under the direction of Elena Galindo. We have the Skills USA Criminal Justice Elite Enforcers. These students competed at the state competition and the West Texas Junior College Regional Competition under the direction of Jorge Maldonado and Gina Cox. We have the Vital Organization, LBJ Volunteer Income Tax Assistance students prepared 699 tax returns for our local community, totaling $1.9 million in refunds under the directions of Lillian Gonzalez and Raymond Brandon. And we have the robotics team. These students competed and garnered awards at the Best Robotics State Competition under the direction of Eddie Biatti. Congratulations to LBJ CTE under the leadership of Principal Armando Salazar.
Robotics team from LBJ. I'd like to present the Hispanic scholars from LBJ High School. These are the students that placed pretty high on the PSAT during their junior year of last year in October. We have Morgan Torres, Neva Gonzalez, Jacob Flores, Kareli Veloz, and Jesus Valderas. Congratulations to Principal Salazar. First time in the history of the school, we have 5 Hispanic scholars from LBJ High School.
Next, we have the L.B. Johnson High School Dream Catchers. They are the NA National Grand Champion Extra Large Team Size Division and Jacket Winners, National Winner Circle second highest score. They also receive a 7th place overall Winner Circle banner and trophy award, 2nd place in palm, prop, and military, and 3rd place in high kick. Their dance director is Crisia Benavides and their principal is Armando Salazar. Congratulations to the L.B. Johnson High School Dream Catchers.
Good evening, board members, Superintendent Santos, members of our audience. It is with great pride tonight we recognize our soccer teams for an outstanding year. And this year was truly great. In 29-6A, all 4 UISD boys teams qualified for the playoffs. The first team being recognized tonight is the Lyndon B. Johnson Boys Soccer Program. Head coach, Eddie Silva. Proud principal, Armando Salazar. These young men had an outstanding year. This is the 15th consecutive year that they qualify for the playoffs. And this is the 6th time in the past 12 years that they qualify for the 2nd or 3rd round regional area champions and regional quarterfinalists. Congratulations, LBJ Wolves.
Good evening. We now have the UIL academic team from United High School, starting with the one-act play casting crew under the direction of Daniel Villarreal, one of the ranked plays during the recent district contest and a by-district finalist. Followed by Talina Abrego and Lareste Medina Jimenez under the direction of Danny Villarreal, advancing the state in theatrical design. followed by Daniel Gaitan, Jose Hernandez, Catherine Hipolito, and Javier Tijerina, under the direction of Maria del Carmen Perez, advancing the state in social studies, followed by Eduardo Torres, under the direction of Nidia Rodriguez, is a state qualifier in copy editing. Tristan Blake, under the direction of Brian Pilton, is a state qualifier in computer science. First place overall district sweepstakes team under the direction of Nidia Rodriguez, UIL coordinator, and the UIL academic coaches. 25 students advancing from district to the regional contest. Congratulations to Principal Aleman, to the students, sponsors, and administration from United High School.
It gives me great pleasure to recognize the Career and Technical Education Organization winners for the 2019 competition season at United High School. We have our BPA students who competed at the Skills USA State Competition and competed in broadcasting news production at the BPA National Leadership Conference in Anaheim, California, under the direction of Timothy Cantu and Vianney Villa. We have our Criminal Justice Group who competed at the Skills USA State Competition and the Southwest Texas Junior Regional Competition under Javier Vela and Esteban Camarillo. We have our HVAC organizations, students who compete at the Skills USA District Competition under Oscar Ramirez. We have our VITA student organization. The income tax assistant students prepared 365 tax returns for our local community totaling $920,000 in refunds under the direction of Elizabeth Rodriguez and Barbara Garza. We have a robotics team. They garnered numerous awards at the FTC Robotics State Competition, advanced and competed at the FTC World's Championship, and also competed at the Best Robotics State Competition under the direction of Laura Rodriguez, Carlos Ruiz, and Brian Pilton. Then we have our Future Farmers of America students. In FFA, these students participated in the 2019 Laredo Fair and Exposition and competed at the area livestock and poultry judging contest in Robstown, Texas, under the direction of Rene Rodriguez, Miguel Rendon, and Marta Ramirez. Congratulations to the UHS CTE under the leadership of Principal Alberto Aleman.
This year in the high school division, United High School took 4 bands to the UIL concert and sight reading competition in the Music Region 14. We're proud to announce that all 4 bands from United High School achieved a UIL sweepstakes rating, starting with the United High School Concert Band, directed by Michael Garcia, the United High School Symphonic Band, directed by Amelia Amaya, the United High School Wind Symphony, directed by Michael Valdez, and the United High School Wind Ensemble in 6A Varsity, directed by John Mallon. Let's congratulate the United High School Longhorn Band members. Also, we'd like to announce that from United High School, we have a championship drumline. They won the state championship in Class A marching, and the United High School Color Guard state champions in Class AA under TECA. Let's recognize our drumline winners and our Color Guard winners. The Color Guard is under direction of Ivan Espinosa, and we congratulate the drumline director, Mr. Michael Garcia.
Good evening. Our next group that we'd like to recognize had an outstanding soccer season, and we're extremely proud of the United High School Boys Soccer Program. The Longhorns are led by head coach David Gutierrez, and proud principal Mr. Alberto Aleman, and his administrative staff. This is the 12th consecutive year for the Longhorns in the playoffs, and they have three-peated as the District 29 6A champions for the 3rd year in a row. Congratulations, United Longhorns.
We now have the UIL academic team from United South High School. We'll start off with Maylea Costa and Bianca Nunez under the direction of Leopoldo Arispe, placing 6th at state in the Young Filmmakers Festival, followed by Frida Acosta and Gemma Flores under the direction of Aldo Boiles, advancing the state in computer applications, and Frida Acosta placing 5th at the state contest. Anthony Hernandez under the direction of Susana Arredondo, advancing the state in social studies. Alexandra Gonzalez advancing to the state contest in spelling and vocabulary, and placing 4th place overall under the direction of Rene Carrillo. third place overall district sweepstakes team under the direction of Jesus Gonzalez and Mariela Chaires, UIL coordinators, and the UIL academic coaches. 30 students advancing from district to the regional contest and placing third as an academic team at the regional contest in San Antonio at UTSA. Congratulations to the students, sponsors, Principal Ramirez, and administrators from United South High School.
It gives me great pleasure to recognize the Career and Technical Education Organization winners for the 2019 competition season at United South High School. Starting with Business Professionals of America, these students competed at the BPA State Leadership Conference in Dallas, Texas under the direction of Eloisa Mata and Jaime de Leon. We have the Skills USA students. The following organizations competed at the Skills USA State Competition. We have the Video Game and Technical Computer Application students under Jaime de Leon. Computer Maintenance students under Carlos Sanchez. Internetworking students under Enrique Alvarado. We also have our vital organizations. Volunteer Income Tax Assistance students prepared 358 tax returns totaling $815,000 in refunds under the direction of Jesus Berlanga. And we also have our robotics team. The following students competed at the Best District Robotics Competition in San Antonio, Texas, under the direction of Joaquin Escamilla. Congratulations to the United South CTE under the leadership of Principal Adriana Ramirez.
And up next, we congratulate the Panthers from United South High School. The marching band, of course, received the UIL's first division. And in concert and sight reading, they had 3 bands that received first divisions. It was the United South High School Concert Band, directed by Rodolfo Montalvo. The United South High School Symphonic Winds, directed by Robert Ortiz. And the United South High School Honors Winds, in Class 6A Varsity, directed by Francisco Sosa. And also assisting them was Valerie Lopez, Assistant Director. Proud Principal is Adriana Ramirez. And they're still coming in. We had 3 bands that received the UIL Sweepstakes Award in concert and in sight reading. And if you see, some of the students are holding some of the trophies that they won by UIL. And once again, we congratulate the top 3 bands from United South High School, UIL sweepstakes winners.
Good evening. Wrapping up the recognitions for United South High School, we'd like to recognize and congratulate the United South boys soccer programs. Under the direction of head coach Alvaro Guel, proud principal Ms. Adriana Ramirez and her administrative team. The Panthers have qualified for the playoffs for 4 out of the last 6 years, and this is the second out of the past 4 years, second year, that they advanced past the first round. This year they finished as by-district champions, area finalists. Congratulations, Panthers.
Good evening. We now have the UIL academic team from JB Alexander High School, starting off with Ramiro de los Santos under the direction of Beverly Herrera, advancing the state in copy editing. Victoria Canales under the direction of Delia Medina Valadez, advancing the state in literary criticism and placing 4th. Mary Patricio, Omar Sandoval, Natalia Vasquez, and Chris Velasquez under the direction of Liz Guerrero, advancing the state in spelling and vocabulary as a team and placing 3rd overall at the state contest. Having second place overall district sweepstakes team under the direction of Guillermo Moreno and Cassandra Navarro, UIL coordinators and the UIL academic coaches. 18 students advancing from district to the regional contest. Congratulations to the students, sponsors, Principal Sandoval, and administrators from Alexander High School.
Now we have the JB Alexander High School state-based art students, 2 Gold Seal awards and 5 state medalists. On April 27, 6 elite art students of Alexander High School competed in the state-based art competition in San Marcos, Texas. Only 8 artworks from Alexander High School qualified for the state art competition out of 35,000 artworks that were entered around the state. Out of 35,000 artworks, only 1,500 qualified to advance to state. Those 1,500 artworks are rated, and the very best are rated either a 4 state medal or rating of 5 for Gold Seal. A rating 5 is the most prestigious prize awarded to high school artworks in Texas. It is with great pride to announce that Alexander High School students came home with Gold Seal awards and 5 state medals. This is the first time in Alexander's history that they have earned the Gold Seal award, and this is a record number of state medals in their history. Gold Seal medalists are Jasmine Elias and Marcus Venegas. In addition, earning state medals at base art competition, whose artworks are also among the very best in Texas, state medalists are Melanie Dominguez, Christy Brooks, Emily Esqueda, and Marcus Venegas. They are also the only school in Laredo to ever have earned a Gold Seal. Their art teacher is Erica Monteo, and the principal is Ernesto Sandoval Jr. Congratulations to these wonderful artists.
It gives me great pleasure to recognize the Career and Technical Education Organization winners for the 2019 competition season at Alexander High School. We have the criminal justice students who competed at the Skills USA state competition in Corpus Christi, Texas, under the direction of Victor Barroso. We have your vital organizations. Volunteer income tax assistance students prepared 279 tax returns totaling $522,000 in refunds under the direction of Adriana Bautista. We have the robotics team who competed at the district best competition in San Antonio, Texas, and the FTC robotics competition under the direction of Juan Medina. You have your security and investment winners, Jesus Ponce placing 3rd and Jacob Gonzalez placing 10th out of 375 teams in the stock market game hosted by the Houston, Texas Council of Economic Education under the direction of Cecilia Santos. And we have our future farmers of America. They competed in the 2019 Live Fair Exposition at the area Livestock and Poultry Judging Contest in Robstown, Texas, under the direction of Jorge Gutierrez and Cassandra Gonzalez. Congratulations to Alexander CTE under the leadership of Principal Ernesto Sandoval.
Next, we have the John B. Alexander Dazzlers. The Dazzlers competed at the MA National Competition in which they earned a 4th place overall winner's circle. But they got a 2nd place in kick, military and palm, 3rd place in jazz, and 4th place with the winner's circle. Their principal is Ernesto Sandoval Jr., and their dance sponsor is Ariana Bermea, and their choreographer is Rose Trochet. Congratulations to the Dazzlers.
Our next UIL sweepstakes winners are from John B. Alexander High School, Music Region 14. We're very proud to announce that the John B. Alexander High School, the concert wins in 6A non-varsity. Directors Diana Gonzalez and Ricardo Fuentes earned a UIL Sweepstakes Award. First Division in concert, First Division sight reading, unanimous. The Alexander High School Symphonic Wind, 6A non-varsity, directed by Jacob Thompson, also a UIL Sweepstakes Award. The Alexander High School Honors Wind Ensemble in 6A varsity, directed by Joshua A. Martinez, UIL Sweepstakes Awards. So it will be the concert wins, the symphonic wins, and the honor wind ensemble earning sweepstakes. This is the second year in a row that the entire cluster feeder program for John D. Alexander High School has earned UIL sweepstakes unanimous. And they were the only cluster where all three concert ensembles perform a grade 5 literature at the UIL level, which is the highest level that you can reach in level of difficulty. Also, we're proud to introduce that under the Texas Educational Color Guard Circuit, the Avant-Garde B, directed by Abraham Armendariz, placed third at the Bowie High School competition and second at the Westwood High School competition. The Avant-Garde A, directed by Abraham Armendariz, placed third at Westwood High School competition, second place at the WGI in Austin, and second place at the TCGC Area Championships. And finally, the Drumline Percussion Theater, under the direction of Jacob Thompson, placed third at the Magnolia High School competition and first place at the Bowie High School competition. And they're still coming in. Let's congratulate the John D. Alexander High School Band. As you can see at the tail end, they're holding the UIL Sweepstakes Awards, and it's only awarded to bands that receive First Division in concert and First Division in sight reading. They're also holding some of the other awards that they won in various of these competitions, including the Drumline and the Color Guard. And of course, here come the band directors, Diana Gonzalez, Jacob Thompson, Ricardo Fuentes, Abraham Armendariz, and Joshua A. Martinez, proud principal of Ernesto Sandoval. our next musical group, we're very proud to introduce to you the John B. Alexander High School 6A Varsity Orchestra, earning a UIL Sweepstakes Award. The 6A Varsity Orchestra is under the direction of Ray Peña, and they earned a first division in concert and a first division in sight reading, thus qualifying them for the UIL Sweepstakes Award. Once again, let's congratulate United ISD's only orchestra from John B. Alexander High School.
Good evening. Our final groups had an amazing season, a school history making season, and the first team we'd like to recognize are the Alexander Girls Soccer Program. Under the direction of head coach Eric Alcaraz, proud principal Ernesto Sandoval, and his administrative team. The ladies made school history as being the first girls team ever at Alexander High School to garner a bi-district championship, area championship, and become the first team to be in the regional quarterfinals. Congratulations, Lady Bulldogs. One more hand for the Lady Bulldogs. Congratulations. Finally, the team that had the longest run this year, congratulations, Alexander Boys Soccer Program. These young men also had an amazing run this year under the direction of head coach Daniel Hermosillo, proud principal Ernesto Sandoval, and his administrative team. These young men made history, school history, by being the bi-district champions, area champions, regional quarterfinal champions, and regional semifinalist Sweet 16 appearance. Congratulations, Bulldogs.
Moving on to agenda item 5, superintendent report. Mr. Santos? Is it? Did I miss it?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, ma'am, no report.
No report? Okay. Moving on to agenda item 6. Do we have any public comments?
No.
No public comments. All right. Moving on to agenda item 7. At this time, we move on to the consent agenda items. Is there a motion regarding the consent agenda items as listed?
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes. Moving on to agenda item 8E. Consideration and approval of an order authorizing the issuance of United Independent School District Unlimited Tax School Building Bonds, Series 2019, entering into a bond purchase agreement and paying agent registrar agreement, delegating to certain district administrative staff and officials the authority to approve all final terms of the bonds and other matters incident thereto, or related thereto. Is there a motion regarding the consideration and approval of an order authorizing the issuance of United Independent School District Unlimited Tax School Buildings Bonds, Series 2019, entering into a bond purchase agreement and a paying agent registrar agreement, delegating to certain district administrative staff and officials the authority to approve all final terms of the bond and any other related thereto as presented. Is there a motion?
Second? Ms. Benavides?
Discussion?
Yes. This is the last series of the $408 million. We have Robert Tijerina here from Tijerina, Galvan, and Lawrence. They're our financial advisors, and they ran scenarios for us. So later on, probably by August, we'll have a preliminary amount that we need for a tax rate, and we'll bring that. But this should take care of all our building needs, all the building needs that were identified by our Blue Ribbon Committee more than 6 years ago. We think the market itself, I know that the Federal Reserve is keeping rates low, and so we want to take advantage of that. And again, unless anybody has any specific questions, we have Mr. Tijerina here if y'all have any questions.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Benavides.
Thank you.
Okay, there was a motion and a second. All those in favor? Okay, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hirina.
Okay, agenda. Okay, did I miss 8A?
Yes, ma'am.
A, B, and C are still, the donations, the minutes, and the travel. They're
All
still,
right.
yeah.
I don't see it. I must have missed it.
It's on this one.
Okay, please scroll down. It did, it's not in the hard copy. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, agenda item 8, items for individual consideration. I missed agenda item A, approval of donations. Mr. Santos?
Yes, Ms. Oliveros, members of the board, we have several donations, and it's recommended that the board of trustees graciously accept the following donations, which will be attached to the minutes. We have 4 large donations. One is a donation for Raul Perales Middle School, parent and cheer booster in the amount of $3,900 to cheer team to pay for cheer and dance drill team American competition. Alexander High School received a donation of $19,909 from the Dazzlers Booster Club for the Dazzlers dance team. Alexander High School received a donation of $3,750 from Kaiser L. Kaiser Memorial Foundation going towards the scholarship account. A donation received from Sunbelt Air Conditioning, the amount of $600 towards the Back to School magazine. Grand total this month is $28,156, and there were no other donations. We want to thank these people for supporting our schools.
Most definitely. Thank you, Mr. Santos. Do we have a motion? Second? All those in favor? Motion passes. Agenda item 8B, approval of board minutes for the month of January 2019. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? All those in favor? Motion passes. 8C, approval of board travel for the month of June 2019.
Yes, Ms. Olvera, members of the board, what you have there is the Summer Leadership Institute in San Antonio, where we have all 7 board members on travel. It'll be between June 13 and June 15.
Okay, do we have a motion?
So moved. Second?
All those in favor? Motion passes. I'm going fast, sorry. Agenda item 8D, consideration and approval of an order authorizing the issuance of United Independent School District Maintenance Tax Refunding Bond, Series 2019, entering into an escrow agreement, a bond purchase agreement, and a paying agreement, registrar agreement, delegating to certain district administrative staff and officials the authority to approve all final terms of the bonds, and I think we already did this one.
We did.
This is a refunding. This is
Okay.
kind of like refinancing some existing loans that we have.
Okay.
I guess, can I?
Go
yes?
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. This is to refinance some maintenance tax notes that we have that we issued back in 2008. Our financial advisors are always running the numbers with and seeing if the market is there to reissue or refinance. And so they were able to find opportunity to refinance about $3.7 million with lower interest rates. And I just wanted to point out, because in both of these, the administrative staff that you're giving the authority to would be Mr. Santos and myself, that once they are able to price our bonds, we pull the trigger, we do all the signatures, and that's the authority you're giving us tonight. We call it like parameters. We're setting parameters on what we would be able to be authorized to do. So that's what the both items do tonight.
So the recommendation is to approve both items 8D and 8E
Okay.
in
Yes.
relation to what Ms. Benavides presented.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have a motion?
Second?
All those in favor?
Great,
Motion
thank
passes.
you. And we do have several documents for both you and Mr. Ramirez to sign.
Okay.
And so after the meeting, you can
Yes,
say.
I'll
Okay,
stay behind.
thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
All righty. So agenda item 8F, approval of requests from board members in regards to use of Board of Trustees discretionary funds for various projects and campuses. Mr. Sunian.
Good evening, board members. We have one more request that I'd like to read into the minutes. It's a request from JBJ Muller Elementary School, Myra Ramirez, principal, sponsored by Mr. Roberto Ramirez. It's $2,000 for the purchase of shirts for staff to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of Muller Elementary.
Okay.
So moved.
All those in favor? Motion passes. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Sunian. Agenda item 9, closed session. The time is now 7:16 p.m., and the board will adjourn in closed session pursuant to section 551.071 and 551.074 of the Texas Government Code to discuss agenda item 9, A and B, and we will be back in 1 hour. Agenda item 10, reconvene from closed session. The time is now 8:14 p.m., and the board will take appropriate action on items if necessary as discussed in closed session. A, possible action authorizing legal counsel to invoke or waive mediation clause in Impacto Media contract and matters incident thereto. Is there a motion to approve the possible action authorizing legal counsel to invoke or waive mediation clause in the Impacto Media contract and matters incident thereto as presented?
I move to waive the mediation clause in the contract between UISD and Impacto Media Incorporated and to authorize UISD's legal counsel to send notice of the same. Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Motion passes. Okay, agenda item B, naming a principal to Finley Elementary School. Mr. Santos?
Yes, my recommendation for the principal at Finley Elementary School is Christina Chapa.
Okay, is there a motion?
So move.
Second?
All those in favor? Motion passes, and congratulations to her.
Congratulations, Ms. Chapa. Agenda item 8C is the recommendation is to rescind the appointment of Roel Canales to conduct the non-renewal hearing of Nancy Newsom due to a conflict of interest as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes.
And agenda item 8D, the recommendation is to appoint Jennifer Hall to conduct the non-renewal hearing of term contract employee Nancy Newsom as presented.
Again?
All those in favor? Motion passes. Agenda item 11, adjournment. Motion?
Good night.
Good
God bless
night.
you all.
Second?